Police Commission.
I'm Greg Matzik. Breaking, blooming news from the Domes.
I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley in for Debbie Lazaga, and taking a look at your roads, we've got a delay on 43 southbound. It's your usual one. It's a 23-minute ride from Ground Deer Road to downtown. It's backed up in the usual spots at the usual times. It is from north of Bayshore down to past Capitol. We've also got a little bit of a slowdown on 94 westbound headed through the Stadium Interchange. Looking good after that. And then if you headed north from the Zoo Interchange on 41, also some brake lights just north of the Zoo Interchange. I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, cloudy, breezy, comfortable, low of 57 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny and beautiful, a high of 81 degrees. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Milwaukee Fire and Police Commissioner Ed Falone and co-chair Amanda Avalos have announced their resignations effective 12:01 Friday morning.
The resignations in protest of a condition of the city's approval of the 2023 shared revenue plan that gives more authority to the chief of Milwaukee Police and takes it away from the FPC. Falone and Avalos stating jointly, quote, "We feel that by continuing to serve on the Milwaukee Fire and Police Commission, our continued service might be construed as an indication that we accept the substantial restrictions on FPC authority contained in the recently enacted Act 12. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Adam Roberts.
A grand jury hearing evidence and testimony today in Washington in the case against former President Trump and the efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Trump has received a target letter, received it over the weekend by the Justice Department special counsel investigating the January 6th attack. ABC's Catherine Falder says Republicans are once again coming to Trump's defense.
There's no indictment yet, so there's nothing to read. All they know is that there's been a target letter in the codes, the criminal codes, for example, that they're investigating. But even so, they're rushing to his defense, and they're calling this all political.
And that target letter means another indictment against Trump could be imminent.
After a congressional hearing Tuesday where tech leaders warned about losing ground on artificial intelligence development to China, Congressman Mike Gallagher tells WTMJ what he believes will happen if the U.S. doesn't keep up with China on AI.
China will use this technology and their dominance thereof for evil. They use it as a way to perfect the techno-totalitarian surveillance state they're building, as well as kill Americans in a future war or even win and achieve their objectives without fighting.
You can hear the full conversation with Congressman Gallagher coming up at 3:15 here on Wisconsin's Afternoon News, including details on his conversation with Elon Musk.
Navy Week is underway in Milwaukee. Rear Admiral Doug Perry tells WTMJ there are plenty of events taking place throughout the next couple of days.
And the highlight is we've got crew members from the USS Milwaukee, young men and women who are serving at sea on the newest littoral combat ship that's built up in Marinette. What a great opportunity. If you can find some of those sailors, I recommend you chat with them.
Perry will join Libby Collins on WTMJ Conversation Sunday at 11 a.m. Sailors will also be on hand at the Air and Water Show along Milwaukee's lakefront this weekend.
Muskie Watch is over at the Mitchell Park Domes. What a stinky ending. Muskie the corpse flower is finally blooming after 10 days of waiting. In a Facebook post announcing the opening of the flower, the Dome saying, "Full bloom will occur by opening time on Friday at 9 a.m. Hooray!" The rare stinky flower from Sumatra will only bloom for about 24 hours. Thank God for that. So the Domes are inviting people to come back today and later on tomorrow. By the way, the corpse flower is named for that because it smells like decaying flesh. It will be in bloom tomorrow, so rush on out and hold your nose.
There's a line at the door.
Ugh.
Another series win for the Brewers. Milwaukee takes 2 of 3 against the Phillies. 4-0 the final today. Corbin Burns, 2 hits allowed over 8 innings. Christian Yelich finishes a triple shy of the cycle. And at the Open Championship, golf's final major, Tommy Fleetwood, Emiliano Grillo, and amateur Cristo Lambrecht share the lead after round 1 at 5 under par.
Citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 3:04.
Eric Smith here from Austin Plumbing. When you own a well pump, air spitting from the faucets, a decrease in fluctuating water pressure, along with silty, gritty, slimy changes in water quality, are all symptoms that your well pump isn't well. At Austin Plumbing, we're well-rounded plumbers. I say that because we're one of the few companies around who can capably diagnose and repair all the symptoms related to well pump and water system problems. You know when your car needs service, right? Maybe it makes unusual noises. It sputters, jerks, seems weak, or stops altogether. That goes for your well pump too. We have all the special equipment needed and the master know-how required to electronically pinpoint the exact cause of your well and water issues. And we'll give you a price up front before any work begins. If your well pump is telling you it's not well, let's nip small problems in the bud before you're out of water and in deep, expensive trouble. Told you we were well-rounded. Austin Plumbing. Online at teamaustin.com.
When your car or truck needs service, you should take it to a specialist. I'm Jim Token, president of the Auto Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee. At a member, new car dealers have factory warranted parts, the latest diagnostic equipment, and certified manufacturer technicians. Plus, their prices are as low or lower than independent shops, even on routine things like oil changes and tire service. Knowing all that, why would you ever consider going anywhere other than an Adam member dealer?
When you come to our showroom, you'll find more than a dozen glass shower door displays. Now that's what you're going to want to see, because browsing a bunch of options usually spurs ideas that you've never even thought of. And when you walk around with one of our glass shower door experts, you can ask questions and get assurance. We're here to help. And after nearly 50 years in the glass shower door business, there's not a whole lot we haven't seen. So don't worry, your project's about to be put in the very best of hands. At Les's Glass Service, you can count on our experience that makes it easy to promise top-flight installation. Glass shower doors are our specialty, and we're out there humping it every day to add to our portfolio to make the next project even better than the last. This is Stacy Sinks. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
Guten Tag, my friends. It's Steve Scafidi with an announcement about my next WTMJ listener trip. It happens July 2024. Fox World Travel calls it German grandeur, and is it ever? We'll spend 2 nights in Munich, one of the world's great beer brewing capitals, then on to Nuremberg, where we'll board one of Avalon Waterway's sweet ships, the Avalon Passion. We'll sail the Main and Rhine rivers and visit the ports of Bamberg, Würzburg, Rudesheim, Strasbourg, many others. We'll visit Frankfurt, sail through the picturesque Rhine Gorge, explore Germany's beautiful Black Forest, and conclude our adventure in Basel, Switzerland. Highlights include castles, the astronomical clock in Strasbourg, a local winery, and a city tour of Frankfurt. River cruising with Avalon offers exquisite accommodations, sumptuous cuisine, exemplary service, included excursions, and so much more. My wife Kathy and I would love to have you join us. To get more information or make a reservation, visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Don't miss out on the early booking discount. Call today. Join us in Germany.
Give future generations a connection to their past by securing cemetery property today. Now is always the best time to buy cemetery property, because purchasing today is your best protection against rising prices and limited inventory. Whether you choose burial or cremation, we have options for every belief at any budget. Speak with us today about available financing and pricing options. We're Forest Hill Memorial Park. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
3301 East Forest Hill Avenue, Oak Creek, Wisconsin, 53154.
Changing question. Are you keeping as much of your investment gains as possible? High taxes can erode returns quickly, so you need a tax-optimized portfolio. At Creative Planning, our money managers and specialists work together to make sure your portfolio and wealth are managed in a tax-efficient manner. It's what you keep that really matters. Why not give your wealth a second look? Book your free meeting today at creativeplanning.com. Creative Planning, a richer way to wealth.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air, broadcasting live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue in beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Here's John McCure.
All right, Greg Matzek is here, and so is Wyatt Barr-Marpuli, and Tony Cartagena is producing the show this afternoon. Quick programming note, the Governor Tony Evers, the great state of Wisconsin. Governor Evers will join us at 4:30, a full 15 minutes, uninterrupted by commercials. 4:30 this afternoon, Governor Evers will be with us here. Before that, we've got some ground to cover.
This is the 3 at 3 on Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
All right, Greg, what's up first?
Well, a joint statement and joint resignation from 2 members of the Milwaukee Fire and Police Commission today.
This is a bizarre story. So it's the chair and vice chair of the Milwaukee Fire and Police Commission announcing that they're resigning effective about midnight, just after midnight tonight, in protest of a new state law that stripped the commission of much of its authority. So the 2 resigning are Chairman Ed Falone and Vice Chairman Amanda Avalos. They say they're done. They're not going to do it anymore. In a statement, they cited 3 reasons for their resignations. Continuing to serve on the commission could be construed as their acceptance of the laws that substantially restricted the FPC authority. Also, they wanted to call attention to the new law's assault on self-government, their words, and they're resigning because the new law includes significant changes to commissioners' job duties. So this is a big deal. We don't know how it's going to play out. We don't know who's in charge now. They're not returning phone calls. Our newsroom is on top of it.
Yeah, very clear. It's a direct response to Act 12.
Absolutely. All right, what's the second thing?
Well, the clock is ticking toward the largest workforce strike in American history.
Yeah, this could be really disruptive if this happens, and it's not clear that it will. Negotiations are resuming now between UPS and the Teamsters Union, which represents almost 350,000 of their workers. They have been threatening a nationwide strike. The good news is that they agree on about 95% of their contract. UPS has agreed to put air conditioning in new vehicles and retrofit those old brown trucks you see with fans. They've also increased wages. This stood out at me, Greg. The average employee for UPS, a full-time employee, makes $95,000 a year.
And that's why so many part-timers are trying to become full-timers, because it's a long and arduous process, according to the report.
And that's what they're fighting over. They think those part-timers should have higher wages and should have a clearer path to becoming full-time. The two sides have until July 31st, so a little more than a week to get this ironed out, or there could be a strike and your Amazon could be impacted.
Absolutely.
All right, what's the third thing?
Well, the ticket for the 6th largest lottery jackpot purchased in California. As I last checked, John, it has not yet been claimed. Maybe that person's finding a lawyer.
Maybe. That's probably a good idea.
That's what I would do.
So 1 ticket sold at Las Palmitas Mini Market in downtown Los Angeles. The convenience store, by the way, who sold the ticket will get $1 million. The 1 ticket owner has not come forward. So you're probably wondering how the WAN team did with our tickets. Well, if you're hearing this voice, you know we did not win. We can begin with that. We got a couple numbers here and there. 1 ticket we did pretty good, didn't we?
We did surprisingly well. It was the ticket where we had 6, 7, 9, 10, 67, and the Powerball 11. But if you would have seen the 3 numbers pop up that we had, like in a row, all of a sudden you're starting to heartbeat a little quicker because you feel like you're inching closer and closer to money. So this was the ticket I thought would not do very well, and we got 3 out of 6 numbers. Not bad.
So this was the ticket that, by the way, was picked by our guests, our live guests that day. CBS's Major Garrett, Kristen Turnquist from Noah's Ark, Wyatt here in the newsroom. He's a big celebrity around these parts. Royal Oaks from ABC News, and Dr. John Raymond. So I texted Major Garrett. So we won $7, right?
Yes.
I texted Major Garrett today, and I said, hey, Major, you won $1.15. 2-part question. What do you want me to do with your $1.15? And he said, roll those frothy winnings over. And then I said, when was the last time that you purchased something that only cost $1.15, in case you want us to send you the money? He wrote me back, hey, John, the last thing I remember purchasing that cost $1.15, I suspect, was a Burger King Whopper in 1978. And I think it cost $1.09.
That's a great memory.
Major Garrett, what a good guy. So we're still here, and we're happy we're here.
We still have Mega Millions, though. We still have that opportunity.
Yes, we do. It is 3:13 at WTMJ. U.S. Congressman Mike Gallagher up next.
Hey, the Matsiks are going out of town at some point before school begins. We need a spot for our dog, and we have found it. The Hounds and Tap in Menominee Falls. This place is incredible. It's really kind of a theme park for dogs and designed for dogs. Doggy daycare, doggy boarding, professional grooming services, all available. And the part we really like, an indoor-outdoor tavern. That's right. Hang out with the dog or without. Catch a game, catch a craft beer. Food trucks arrive daily. The place is absolutely amazing. And they're expertly trained handlers, positive reinforcement, and a redirection behavior facility. Incredible place. Check out the website, houndsandtap.com, or text the keyword dog to 855-616-1620. We'll send you all the info you need on the Hounds and Tap.
Evans Transportation is stoked for the Milwaukee baseball playoff push. After all, they're the complete player when it comes to logistics. But instead of being a 5-tool player, Evans is the ultimate 3-tool logistics partner. When manufacturers have accounting, shipping, and tracking needs, they come to Evans. And for the record, Evans is happy to leave the stuff to the real players. They'll stick to logistics. Good luck to Milwaukee from Evans and Delafield. Find them at evanstrans.com.
Let's face it, selling a home is stressful, difficult, and costly. The repairs, the showing your home to strangers, the months it takes to get to closing. And then what do you do with the 20 years of belongings you've accumulated? There's an easier way, and you have nothing to lose to try it out. Grandview Homes will give you a no-obligation, fair cash offer and close on the day you choose. We buy your home completely as is, no repairs whatsoever. Take the belongings you want and leave the stress and the mess to us. Call or visit grandviewhomes.com.
Brookfield GMC has document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems, all bundled under the James Managed Print Services Program. Brookfield GMC Controller Jay Doyle.
They can track where the printer supplies are, the toner supply is getting down.